Hello, I'm LuNEJuNE, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a new deck for randomized RollRoll. Actually, I think this is my second time making a video on this. So yeah, this is a live. It's not a live commentary. It's a commentary pre-recorded gameplay. Um, and this was one of my first ever decks to actually play. And I was going to make a lot more randomized RollRoll video. However, I decided not to, and I just kind of played the game, and that's it. So today I'm going to be introducing you to this deck. Now this deck has Summoner, Death, Rebirth, Thorn I think, and Charge. And Charge, you don't really need Charge, but Charge is just there because Charge was OP at the time. And here right now, what I basically do, or what this deck is basically it spawns infinite amounts of troops. So basically, Rebirth dice activates when your troops die. So the more your troops die, Rebirth can activate its ability more often. And Death is basically, it has the same ability or the same activation. Your troops must die. Sorry. In order for it to activate and change form. And once it changes forms, you can, or Death Dice can actually one-shot kill. So here right now, as you can see, I am barely merging my dice because I want as many troops as possible, as many units as possible. And actually, I think at one point his zombie army pretty much destroys me. So yeah, just be careful of zombies, I guess, because zombie can be a hard counter to this deck. And since at the time I didn't really know this, I just kind of played without much thinking, to be honest. Yeah. So basically, don't merge as much as possible, and try to keep a lot of summoners, death, and you always want a charge of a row of charges at the front, so that you could always penetrate the enemy's first defense or the front line. And yeah, so let me just go over like what each dice does. So first of all, Summoner. Summoner basically spawns an extra troop, an extra unit. They call it Dians or Dians or Dians, however you want to pronounce it. I'm just gonna call it, dice or mobs or units, troops, whatever, because that's more like it, right? So yeah, Summoner basically summons an extra troop, so it helps a lot when activating both Death and Rebirth's ability. And once again, Charge, since you need Charge for to defeat the enemy front line and to basically charge in, destroy as much as possible, your charge dies, or you have a lot of charges that will die. And because of those charge, you will be able to help gain charges for your Rebirth and Death. And here, as you can see, his zombie army is absolutely destroying my army right now. Or okay, it's not this round, but I'm pretty sure the next round his zombie army just absolutely destroys me. I do lose once in this game. This was recorded on the second or third day the game was released, and right now obviously I don't use this deck anymore. I have a better deck that I will showcase soon in a future video. But man, at this time I thought this was the best, and I did grind up to like silver 2, maybe even silver 1 with this deck. So if you guys want to have a go at this deck, it's a pretty good deck. Also, you can swap out Thorn with something else. I just kind of used Thorn because at the time I also thought Thorn was OP. So yeah. Oh yeah, this is the round where his what is it, zombie just absolutely destroys me. Like, okay, the 4-pip zombie destroys, the 4-pip zombie just constantly multiplies, and I thought I was winning for sure because look at my death dice, they're all ready. But then I soon realized he has more 4-pip zombies than I had my troops. So yeah, his 4-pip zombies just kind of one-shot everything. And yeah, as you can see, this really is a zombie apocalypse. And yeah, so at the time I was like, okay, something needs to change. There's no way I'll be able to beat it. And here I think I choose Wave Attack for my dice card because most of my stuff are 1 pips, as they benefit if there's more mobs or more troops on the field. And Wave Attack basically is, oh, the lower the pip, the stronger it gets, or basically like that, right? So yeah, I decided to basically choose that for the dice card. I think, yeah, I think that's the best dice card for this, or maybe above to death dice. Like death dice increases like damage by, I don't know, like 60% or something, whatever, and HP, those kind of stuff. And luckily this round, I think I was able to win because his death or his zombie couldn't kill enough like mobs. Like his other dice kept stealing the kill, so no more zombie apocalypse there. But anyway, that's my first game, or that I want to show you guys. Let's move on to the next one. So on my second game, I go against a level up dice, and right now this is all easy stuff because I'm pretty sure I was still in bronze when I was recording this. So like most of the games are kind of meh, it is what it is, like I do want to say this, like the later on you go, like you will meet more decks that will absolutely destroy this kind of deck. So early on it's a really good deck, but later on, as as you progress into the game, I'm currently gold 2 or gold 1, so yeah, and also if you guys are wondering why my mic sounds different, or like what is up with the video layout or anything, it's because I'm currently in my parents' place, and I don't have my PC, so I'm recording through my MacBook. And since I recorded this using my phone, recording's not an issue, and yeah, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. You guys just have to deal with it. This video also probably won't have any edits, or there's gonna be minimum cuts because I do want to explain everything that's going on at the moment. And also, like when I go mute, that means I'm coughing, so just telling you guys right there. Also, what I did notice was there are different situations. So if you have a lot of summoners, you have a lot more mobs that can die, so that you could charge your other dice, like Rebirth and Death dice quicker. If you have a lot of Rebirth will spawn in, it's Rebirth, it'll spawn more. And if you have a lot of Death, the charge might be slower, but at the end the Death is OP, when it transforms, so that's something as well. So yeah, in this game I had a ton of Rebirth, and yeah, I think I eventually like merged some of these because I had way too many. And also I think I wanted to have a full row of charge to charge at. And trust me guys, charge is OP. Like charge is actually OP. So yeah, if you have a lot of summoners, if you have like a full row of summoners, then that means your abilities are gonna charge up much quicker. If you have a full row, or if you have a crap ton of Rebirth, that means you're gonna have more sustain, meaning you could spawn more mobs and troops. If you have a lot of Death, you will activate slower, it won't be like the quickest in the world, and you won't have enough sustain. However, you'll still be able to deal enough damage because Death is Death. Okay, so on to the final gameplay, I think. I know this might be a short video, but it's randomized RollRoll. I will make more RollRoll content in the future, so stay tuned for that. And this time it's a engineer deck. Yay. Once again, low tier, barely any legendaries. The one counter that I did find was Minigun absolutely shreds this stick. I don't know if I have a clip of it, but if I do find a clip of it, I will insert it like just around here. for my dice card here, I think I chose odd investment because you know, most of my dice are gonna be 1 pip, so might as well, you know, get the benefit, right? And also, I don't really like perfect game because, you know, once you lose 1 heart, you basically don't have a dice card. So I thought that was like really bad. I mean, yeah, sure, you know, oh, if you get that, you know, OP dice card, then just don't lose, duh. But you know, it is what it is. If you lose once, you don't have a dice card, and I do not want to take that risk. So yeah. And back to what I was saying. The counter to this deck is minigun. Minigun absolutely shreds. Because you just have so much mobs that minigun can basically just charge off of you, and at the end, none of your troops can get close to the minigun. Or that's what happened in my first game of, you know, facing against minigun with this deck. And the other, I wouldn't say other, but you know, another deck that it's kind of hard to beat is Meteor with recharge dice or battery dice. That's also pretty hard to win against. Other than that, yeah, I mean, this deck is really good. And also, what is it? Oh yeah, here's a fun thing. So do you guys know Transcendence Dice? This deck absolutely beats Transcendence until Transcendence gets a 6-pip. So here's a cool tip. If you want to win with Transcendence Dice or Transcendence deck against this type of deck, all you have to do is just increase your attack speed. That's just it with your dice card. And in this game, I only had 1 death dice, but because I had so much like other stuff like Summoner, I mean, Summoner still does a lot of damage, guys. You know, it's not like if you don't have death dice, you lose. I think I was able to easily beat this. And also, this guy just in general had bad RNG. This guy had like ice for his 4-pip, so I think that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be making more randomized RollRoll content, hopefully live commentary. So yeah, that's it, and I'll see you guys next time.